Okay, everyone, word of advice when going through a mortgage transaction. Please send actual statements and not screenshots. Let me explain. When you go through a mortgage transaction, bank statements are required, 401k statements are required, stock statements, IRA statements, okay, the list goes on. They're all required in a mortgage transaction, okay? We have to show in a purchase situation where your cash to close is coming from. That's why bank statements are needed. That's why 401k statements are needed. We have to show that you have reserves in the bank post-closing, meaning 3 to 6 plus months of principal and interest mortgage payments in the bank after closing. Most of the time, a 401k statement will knock that out. Time after time, we received texted screenshots of a balance in a statement. Underwriters will not accept that. We have to have the full statement, all pages, even if the last page is blank. Some of these bank statements even say last page intentionally left blank. And a lot of clients do not send them to us because they say the last page is blank. I know I say you're correct, but an underwriter looks at that and says, well, they could have taken all their money out on the last page, right? So if your bank statement says pages 1 of 10, we're gonna have to have all 10 pages. Now, another thing to think about. We never know what we're getting into when it comes to a bank statement, okay? So what I mean by that is we get bank statements all the time with large cash deposits, large transfers from other accounts that we don't have statements on. These large deposits, I say large deposits, typically anything over $5,000, all have to be sourced. What I mean by that is the underwriter is going to want to know what is that deposit, where did it come from, and can we use it? Case in point, we had a client just a month ago send us a bank statement with a $16,000 large deposit in there. The deposit came from an automobile that he refinanced and got cash out, put that in the bank, and now that's a debt that we have to count against him, which kicked him out from qualifying for a refinance. So when it comes to bank statements, 2 things. A, always send all pages in a PDF. Do not send screenshots, they will not work. FHA, Fannie Mae, jumbo mortgages will not accept them. No underwriter will accept them. And when you go through your bank statements before you send, if you move large amounts of money around, make sure that we have the other statements and the deposit checks associated with those deposits so that we could properly guide the underwriter on what they are and that and then hopefully that they will not negatively affect you. So again, always contact us first with any questions, especially with bank statements. Bank statements and financial statements are probably the one snag that holds up closings at the end of a loan transaction. So be very careful. Please call us with any questions. We're glad to help.